On everyone. So one of the players that I talked about heavily that I couldn't stand the way Darvin Ham utilized him was Rui Hachimura. Now, I believe Rui Hachimura played out of position. He's not a 3. He's a 4. He is a power forward. But he slotted in at the 3 spot. And even at the 3, he had some real success. I mean, you look at last year, he averaged just a hair under 14 points per game, 4.3 rebounds, 1.2 assists. He also shot 74% from the foul line, EFG of 60, almost 61%. He shot basically 60% from 2-point range on 6.5 attempts, shot 42.2% from 3-point range on 3.4 attempts. Field goal percentage overall on just a hair under 10 attempts per game was 53.7%. So this is a guy that basically adapted playing the 3 spot. But again, he is best utilized as a power forward. That's why he's played the power forward pretty much his entire career. He's been listed as a power forward his entire career because of his size, his lack of quickness and lateral movement. He just matches up better against most of the 4s in this league rather than having to chase around and defend quicker, twitchier, athletic wings, right? One of the things that I talked about, even when the Lakers were like 9-0 with Rui inserted in the lineup, I was like, hey, this is great now, but what happens when the offense isn't clicking? What happens when the offense is starting to struggle, right? And the Lakers can't stop anybody. And lo and behold, especially when you got into the Denver series, the offense got stagnant and the offense couldn't generate anything. And what happened? The Lakers ended up losing all those games, right? And so to me, it's like you need to have that balance. Now, I am of the camp of starting Jared Vanderbilt. Now, if you want to keep Rui in the game and the starting unit, then I think you move Reeves to the bench and insert Jared Vanderbilt. But that's just me. I don't believe that that'll happen. I think D'Lo, Reeves, LeBron, and AD are a lock for the starting 5. I think that's 4 of your starting 5. Obviously, assuming no trade happens. And then I think you go with Jared Vanderbilt to really balance out the offense and the defense, right? Our best lineup last year was still that 5. The 5 that led us to the West Conference Finals. The problem is we just didn't get a ton of that last season because of injuries. And then Darvin Ham, even when he was healthy, refused to run that 5-man unit out there. So again, he's a guy that I am incredibly frustrated with, but he's gone. And JJ Redick is now the head coach. And I think JJ Redick is going to utilize Rui a lot better. I think he's going to slot him properly. I'm not saying Rui can't ever play the 3. I'm not saying that you can't at times have him slotted at the 3, but I do think that you need to keep him at the 4 as much as possible, which is why I am in the camp of have Rui be the primary power forward behind LeBron James. When LeBron doesn't play, Rui starts, right? When LeBron does play, then Rui comes off the bench, right? And then again, at times you can have Rui slot in at the 3 if you need to, right? So you can still have that as an option, but I think, say he plays, 25 minutes a game, I think like at least 15, if not more, maybe closer to 17 or whatever, is him slotted at the 4. And here's the thing. Every time LeBron missed a game, Rui was fantastic. I mean, he had a career night in one of those games because he got to play the 4. He's better. It's a better mismatch for him even for the opposing defense, right? Because again, he's not playing against a long, twitchy, athletic wing that can stay in front of him and challenge and do all this. No, he's usually playing against the slower, kind of bulkier, his body, his build, where he can kind of just bang with them, get them off a position, kind of work his way to his spot, elevate, shoot over the top, and knock it down. So again, I really like the idea. Personally, for me, my rotation, assuming again the 4 guys are locked, because if I had my way, I would again have Reeves come off the bench. It's nothing against Reeves. I like Reeves, but the eye test, numbers, everything back up that Reeves is more efficient. He gives you the same amount of production, gives you the same scoring, assist, rebound, everything. Everything is the same. He just is more efficient off the bench than he is starting. And I like the idea of getting some defense into that starting unit. So I'd either go Max Christie, Jared Vanderbilt, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and D'Lo, or if you want to have size, stick with Rui, go Jared Vanderbilt, and then on defense, Vando can slot in at the 2. On offense, you can kind of move D'Lo to the 2 if need be, and then have LeBron out or whatever, right? However you want to structure it. But to me, with Rui, I would just my 10-man rotation for the regular season would be D'Lo, Gabe Vincent. I'd go Austin Reeves, Max Christie. Again, going under the assumption that those 4 guys are locks. Right? Then at the 3, I would go Jared Vanderbilt and Dalton Connect. Right? And then at the 4, LeBron James, Rui Hachimura. At the 5, I would most nights go with Christian Wood because I just think he's more versatile. But there are nights where Jackson Hayes might be the better option and go with Jackson Hayes, or you can even kind of split their minutes on occasion, right? And that's basically where I'd be at. And then again, Dalton Connect, when the nights he's cooking and he's going off, right? Fine. You just keep him at 3, Rui at the 4. But, the nights that maybe Connect is having his struggles. Or maybe there's a night where you just need better offense, right? You need more efficiency. You need maybe more size or something. Then, yeah, you can slot Rui at the 3. Again, I'm not saying you can't ever have Rui be the 3. I'm just saying he needs to 90% of the time, be at the 4. Right? Like, that's the problem is that, like, Darvin Ham just made him solely a 3. And, like, never put him at the 4 unless LeBron missed. I just don't think that's the right approach. Now, Rui Hachimura, thing is how would he feel about being benched, right? Coming off the bench again. Because, he went from being in the starting unit and being the starter to now having to go back and being relegated to the bench guy. But to me, I mean, it's just, I'd put it honestly. Like, look, starting is a vanity metric, right? Like, it's about how many minutes you play. And we're going to get you 25 minutes a game. It's just for better balance, we're going to have that. And look, there may be some nights where he starts at the 3, right? Maybe there are, you get certain matchups and stuff. Maybe you want Rui out at the 3, right? So again, I'm not saying he can't ever play the 3, but I think you need to sell him on the idea. I think you need to talk to him about it, right? Like, hey, dude, like, you're best at the 4. Our best matchup is with you at the 4, right? And the only way you're going to play the 4 is if LeBron is out a game or you are in a backup role. And so we want to put you in the best position to have success, get your totals up. You give us the 15 off the bench. You can be more of a focal point offensively, right? Because Rui, like, that's the thing. Like, Rui is very good, very efficient. He's one of the best mid-range shooters in the entire league. And that was something else that really bothered me and frustrated me about Darvin Ham. There were so many times the Lakers offense just got stagnant and they couldn't buy a bucket to save their lives. And it's like you have a guy in Rui Hachimura. Slide him over, put him on the block, dump the ball down to him, and tell him, go get a bucket. Go put in some work and just see what he gets you. Right? Like, he's a guy that I do think can help the offense and really help kind of, just get easy offensive productions and points for you. Right? I think you can really utilize him, but I think he's best slotted at the 4. And I really hope that JJ Redick does that. I really hope JJ Redick kind of realizes, like, hey, I need to have him backup minutes at the 4. Right? If you want to start him some nights and then slide him over to the 4, sure, but I'd rather just kind of peel the Band-Aid off, right? Let's go, hey, dude, coming off the bench, right? We're trying to have the best 5-man unit out there. We're trying to have the best balance out there. Maybe certain matchups, again, you start, right? But your backup 4, we'll have you some minutes at the 3 just so we can make sure we get you, your 25 minutes a game or whatever. But for the most part, you're LeBron's backup. And you just tell him he's going to have to live with it, right? But anyway, as always, this is a discussion. Pass question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? How do you feel? What are your thoughts? Do you agree? Do you think, like, yes, JJ Redick has to make Rui Hachimura the 4, the backup 4 for LeBron? Do you think, no, you have to keep him in the starting unit? Again, however you feel, whatever your thoughts are, I'd love to hear it. So let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. It's me enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one.